Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another vidIQ live stream. My name is Dan, and we are once again here to audit your channels. If you're looking to get some advice on how to fix your particular channel, something's going on, and you're like, I don't know what to do, you're in the right place. Even if we don't get to your channel, we see so many channels, dozens of channels in this live stream every single week. And so we encourage you to at least follow along. You're bound to get some value out of this. Now, I don't want you to panic. Rob is here, the usual host of this live stream, but we thought we'd start without him today. We sent him to go get some headlight fluid, and we think that'll keep him busy for a while. So it's just going to be myself and also our friend Travis here. Travis is here. Hello, Travis.
Hey, everybody. You know, technical difficulties has always been a part of this show ever since it started, and they continue now. So there you go.
Yes. Well, thank you for being here, and thank you for not having any technical issues. In fact,
Not me.
Every stream you add more technology to your background, and somehow things still go okay for you.
Seems that way. It's weird, huh?
Yeah.
Strange how that happens if you if you know how to work things, turn them on. So interesting.
And then today, our guest of honor is JJ. How's it going?
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you? Yes.
Okay, good. I feel like I need another output source. Speaking of technical difficulties.
I see you're trying to add some monitors to your background as well.
Yes, you see, I did as well.
I need more. I don't have any monitors.
Looks like you need at least 5 to 10 more to kind of be up on our level.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's not a screen. That's actually a map. Maybe I should trade it out for a screen and then just put a map on it. That'd be a start.
Definitely put a map on it.
Okay, so let's start saying hello to some folks as Rob starts to get. See, here's the thing. Rob has everything set up to actually audit the channels, and all we can do is just sit here and chat for a little while we stall for him. So I'll say hello to Koi Fish Gaming. Hello, welcome. Sub Today is here. Hello to you. Scuzz YouTube is here. We have Torpedo Tyler, which is a great name. We have more technical difficulties. We just lost JJ. We have Benj's Builds. And then I'll say hello to McCartney Stan. What about you, Travis?
Nice. Okay, let's go down. See Jonk in the house, doing it big. Killjoy, Mikey, Treasure Gino, Mine Tech Pro, nice one. And how about mix some ASMR?
Hello to all of you. JJ, would you like to say hello to some folks? I can throw them up on the screen for you.
Sure. Thanks so much. Hey to Galactic King, what's up?
These names
and hey, Maxi Black. How's Ronald doing? Walt Disney World adults only. Ooh.
I'll go to that Disney World. Why not? And then
AJ Dominoes.
AJ Dominoes. Thank you all for being here. Welcome, everybody. So, as I said, every single week we bring up your channels and we audit them. We tell you how to improve on YouTube. If you want to submit your channel, it's not too late because in the first half of this live stream we have some pre-selected channels. In the second half, we're going to be randomly drawing channels, and the links are down below. If you're a gaming channel, there's a separate link for you. If you are just a general YouTube channel, basically, if you're not a gaming channel, there's a whole separate form for you because we get that many gaming channels. We like to make sure we separate those out. So the forms are down below. Why don't we go ahead with a quick explainer about how this live stream works as I find it every single week.
Welcome to the vidIQ channel audit live stream, where we review your YouTube channels. To submit your channel for review, make sure to fill out the right form linked in the video description. Note that we clear these forms after every live stream, so make sure to resubmit the following week. Channel audits are free, so please don't send us a super chat or spam us in a chat expecting a review. If there are alternative ways to get picked for an audit, we will let you know during the live stream. If we don't get around to reviewing your channel today, vidIQ has a channel audit tool working 24/7 with you. Make sure to download our tools and use the 30-day free trial using the link in the video description. If you submit your channel for review, expect the following. We are sharing nothing more than our knowledge, experience and passion as fellow YouTube creators. I want to give a huge shout out to all of our moderators who do a phenomenal job every single week. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As for all of you, well, thumbs up if you enjoy this live stream, subscribe if you love it, and if you know of a fellow creator who may find all of his stuff useful, please do share it with them. And with all of that being said, let's start auditing your channels.
Oh, hey, Rob.
Testing, testing. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
All right. Hello, everybody. I don't know if you heard of my technical issues there. I tried a new microphone / old microphone, which started breaking 30 seconds after we were supposed to go live. But on top of that, in my attempts to rush and change from one microphone to the other, I may have just pulled a hamstring because I had excruciating pain in my leg as I was bent under the computer. And it is killing me right now. It's as if somebody is squeezing on my leg.
Did you pull a Mr. McMahon getting into the ring at the end of
So I'm just sat on the bottom of a ropes, giving instructions. Blimey. I also wanted to say, everybody, today, I don't know if you're aware of this. If you search for vidIQ on the search page, you'll see, I think, a magic number next to our channel. I don't know if it says a new number or now or still the old number. But this is unofficially, our 1000th vidIQ video on the channel, which is incredible.
Nice.
So I want to thank all of you for supporting us. Yay! Thank you for the celebration. This is only the beginning, of course. And well, I just want to say a huge thank you for everybody who supported us, at least certainly over the last 6 years that I've been creating content, but since vidIQ's first video, I believe in 2013. And this is as chaotic as all of the other live streams.
If I'm doing the math right, that means every single video we get 10,000 subscribers. Is that right?
Wow.
No, it's 1,000.
Yeah, I mean,
it's 1,000, yeah. But something along those lines. And about
still a lot. Every video you get 1,000 subscribers. Imagine that.
That's great.
Yeah, about I think the other master is about 8,000 views per video as well, or 80,000. I can't remember. But yeah. Hey everyone, thanks for being here. What a wonderful thing it is to be talking to all of you live on this live stream, as we always do. Dan, thank you for taking the reins very briefly there. I'm sure you just all got the introduction of how this thing is going to work for the next 2 hours. So I guess we might as well jump into our first audit. If I just bring this up on screen, because I re-entered the live stream. And the first channel we are looking at is the Fluent American. They have 2,500 subscribers. First impressions then. I think, JJ, this is one that you pre-selected. So, yeah, let's start with you and your thoughts on this channel.
Sure. I thought the channel, I love the concept and the niche. And I'm familiar with other people who are in this niche where they share, where they instruct Native American speakers how to enunciate and pronounce American words. So I think this is a niche within a niche.
Yeah.
So folks are teaching them just how to speak English. So he's focused even further down and talking about how to pronounce the intonations and things like that. So I did like that. I thought the banner was great because it tells you right off the bat that we're talking about pronunciation, not necessarily how to speak English. I do also love the fact I thought this was unique that he's blending in pre-produced videos along with live streams, and doing his live streams, he does something dynamic in that he is actually modeling when you can actually turn in a live stream. You don't even have to be on and actually practice. And he does this. And he has a membership portion where, like on Saturdays or something like that, he gives live feedback. So
Cool.
I thought it was a good example of just using YouTube as many different ways you can use YouTube, monetizing it, whether you're monetized or not. He has the membership. He has the 1,000 subscribers. I'm assuming he's monetized, perhaps. I don't know. I assume so. I looked at he had a lot of views, and the videos just letting you know if you're watching. I think he does English as a second language teacher, former English as a second language teacher. And if you're watching, what I notice about your videos is your most popular ones are the ones when you have more. They're kind of like documentary almost style, when he's like he is using an example of an existing Vladimir Putin's American English, and then the Prince Muhammad's pronunciations of English words, and he uses their pronunciations to sort of correct people who perhaps are Russian or Arab on how to audit their own speech based on, like, this is how Putin pronounces this word. This is how you want to be more, sound proper, like an American speaker. This is how it should be done. And those did really well because he actually used people who people are always searching for. Versus his regular ones when he's just doing like tutorials and just training, which is pretty good and get views, but these got more views. And so that's just something to think about if he's going forward. Maybe weave in some of those in with the regular instructional ones. That's just my tidbit.
Yeah, definitely. When, as you say, JJ, you're going to a niche within a niche, a way to then broaden the appeal of that is to bring in popular cultural references or people who are well known. And I think that's a perfect tie-in of using people who are known throughout the world and placing them in your field of interest. And that's proven to work on a couple of occasions. So perhaps they can do that in the future with more celebrities, politicians, world-renowned people who maybe have their own interesting nuances of English and American English. General thoughts on thumbnails, people? What do we think here?
Nice and clean.
Yeah, I like the English key, and it's on his tongue. It's kind of a funny little pun thing going on there. It's the 5th thumbnail over on the right. That one kind of sticks out. He has a key on his tongue that says English key pronunciation tricks. Kind of little punny like that. It's different. Stops to scroll. But yeah, I mean, it's a really interesting channel of, teaching channels and stuff. A lot of that stuff will take time to take off. And over time, if it's evergreen, which this pretty much seems for the most part to be, the nice thing about evergreen channels is while they don't get a lot of video views up front, a lot of times over time they can, and those channels just tend to be very stable, which is really nice, especially if you need to take any type of time off for any length of time. If you have a couple of good evergreen videos, your channel will stay alive.
Lots and lots of content here as well. This is all from the last 2 or 3 months. So videos being produced on a very consistent and regular basis, 2 or 3 times a week. It feels like there's a lot of good foundations here in terms of the channel's growing. They have some semi-viral moments. As you rightly pointed out there, JJ, they're monetizing different branches of their channel, not in terms of just monetization of AdSense, but also a membership program. Are there any perhaps next steps for this channel to get to the next level, to start working towards 10,000 subscribers that we could possibly think of?
One thing I was thinking of, since he has, when I went into the live stream, he seems to have, I didn't see any like active people, but to get the live stream audience on, so build out an audience, because that's what's missing, I think, for growth. You need a community of people. So somehow find a way, I'm not quite sure how, to either gamify or do something to get the people who constantly coming back or who've chosen to join the membership, if he has an active membership, engage in the channel so they're have some sort of tie-in or some sort of, dedication to the channel. And I think that's the key to getting more subscribers, getting more views, and having them as a brand ambassador of sorts, where they can carry on and tell other people in their circles. I'm assuming if you're watching this channel, you have family members or friends who are also dealing with this issue. So you need those brand ambassadors, your current viewers, to spread the word. And so somehow, maybe I don't know if you when he's talking, if you can tell people and ask them like, hey, if you know someone, share this channel out, or do something community wise to build up the existing subscriber base of repeat visitors.
Anyone else have any suggestions before I jump in? I will jump in. I think this type of content is potentially primed for some sort of YouTube Shorts content. Don't necessarily suggest doing it on this channel. I suggest maybe creating a second channel to test this, but almost taking this type of niche, but then dialing it up to 11 with some like the worst mispronunciations of American English or the most embarrassing ones, or try and add maybe an entertainment flavor to the content if they're going to be short clips. But again, I recommend you test that on a separate shorts channel. Because, I mean, from these 1 hour live streams, these 7-minute videos, there's undoubtedly some 15 to 20 second clips that might be worth inserting into short form content. And with that, let's have a little quiz. Let's do some American English American. So what is a lift?
It's an elevator.
Elevator.
Okay, good one. What are trainers?
Tennis
Shoes.
shoes. I'm sorry. Is it a buzz game? Is it a buzzing game?
No, you don't have to. You don't have to. I just made this up on the spot. I thought it was sneakers. I thought the American would be sneakers for that. What are crisps?
Chips.
Chips. And what are
chips? French fries.
So there you are. You're like, we have fish and chips, but you know, if you ordered that in America, would you get fish and then some Pringles?
I don't know what you would
Chips
get.
and French fries?
I mean, so chips are basically in the UK, they're like fatter, greasier versions of French fries. You know, French fries are really thin, but then you have classic English ones. I can't think of any more American Englishisms or English Americanisms.
Englishisms?
Yeah. that was the best I could come up with. If anybody has any more in the chat, do let us know and maybe bring some more up.
That's great.
But yeah, JJ won that.
Thank you.
She picked up the quiz straight away.
Right win.
Dan, you didn't contribute whatsoever. Thanks.
I did contribute.
Next channel is a gaming channel. It is NightScarap. This is the first gaming channel that's submitted this week in the forms. Dan, I'm going to throw this over to you, but I feel as if we may be doing a joint collaboration on this channel in the same way we did one very recently on a video we did.
Yeah, so I'm seeing this becoming a trend. Is it our fault it's becoming a trend? I don't know, but we can already tell. So if you scroll all the way down, which looks like that's not far. Okay, so they started about 5 months ago, and they are trying a lot of the similar content. So this is really interesting. All right, so let me explain real quick for everybody. Rob and I did a video, highly recommend you check it out, where we focused on a channel that got 1,000 subscribers in a month by doing videos just like this. It was Minecraft, and they were doing these really interesting experiments with funny titles, like usually all lowercase. Some of them kind of like, basically think of like Minecraft meme style content, no more than like 20 seconds in length, a lot of the videos. So this channel is kind of doing the same sort of thing. We notice it's a brand new channel, practically getting thousands and thousands of views off of this same similar type of video. What's interesting about the video that the channel Rob's pulling up now, and then this channel, is that that channel started out and continues to make videos 8 a day. They're making 8 videos a day on that channel.
I can't remember what it's called, Dan. Can you remember what it was
called? It is always hard to find. It's like something Fox or something.
Yeah.
It could be on your home feed if you're still watching videos from it. Maybe
possibly. Let me see.
If you see any Minecraft thumbnails, it might be. It's a really strange name. This is why your channel name should be not complicated.
Yeah.
Mostly for our benefit.
True that.
Oh, wait. Up. I saw it.
No, it's not that, unfortunately.
Oh. Well, no, Stevie with a bunch of E's, you could do that one.
Yeah.
Because it's the same concept. So this channel we're pulling up now, millions of subscribers now, and they're making multiple videos a day in this very similar style. They're doing all kinds of nutty experiments with Minecraft. The titles are really kind of cheeky, funny, lowercase, very like, we would call these like unprofessional looking. So it's interesting the channel we've pulled up is doing this. The problem is they're not uploading nearly enough.
Yeah.
The good news is it doesn't seem like they need to, because their older videos have been picked up. So I kind of thought part of the secret to the success of those other channels was the sheer dump of content they were doing, which I'm certain helps them. But it seems like that is not a requirement. As long as your videos kind of follow the same formula in terms of the title, the thumbnail, and the experiment that you're doing, the actual topic of the video, you can kind of replicate this. So like a channel with just a handful of videos getting thousands of views like this, very impressive. So I would say the only advice I have for this channel, and then I'll turn it over to Rob, is sit down and come up with like 100 of these. You know, get a pen and a paper, come up with about 100 of these. I'm not saying you need to upload 8 times a day or even once a day if you don't want to, but get a more consistent schedule down so you're not taking like weeks and or months between uploads.
I can't agree with you more, Dan. This is a basic question of committing to consistency. The channel, just through the 15 videos or so that they've done so far, has proven the format and the ideas and their content works. They just need to find the time to create more of it. So as Dan said, whether it is a video a day or 2 or 3 videos a week, there is almost unlimited room for potential here, given how audiences react to this content in this space, and that they're happy to watch sometimes multiple videos a day, one video a day. The only thing that's holding this channel back is the quantity at this point. I think, you know, it feels as if for their audience, they've already figured out the quality of their content. So now they just need to ratchet up the quantity in order to continue to feed the audience. Very, very simple, I would say.
The viewers here have told us the name of the channel that they remember it. NT Forlyx. So NTFORLYX.
Like that.
Almost. You forgot the Y.
NT what?
NTFORLY.
X.
Yeah, I think.
There we go.
There it is.
We go. So as a channel to model yourself off, they were in the same position as you a month ago in terms of views and subscribers. But as you say, Dan, 3 or 4 videos a day.
Yeah, now it looks like they've paired their schedule. They've walked their schedule back a little bit, which is probably good. Their strategy was go really hard at the beginning and then get a more sustainable schedule from there, which is probably a good thing to do. So flooding YouTube with these really short videos, some of them are actually a minute, some of them are longer than I thought. Flooding YouTube with these videos has, you know, given them this opportunity to grow as fast as they have. And some of them, as you can see, are not like huge viral successes. Some of them have less than 10,000 views. And that's okay too, because every one of those still thousands of views for a really new channel and a learning experience every single time.
Cool. Let's move on to the next channel. And it is Constructed Chaos. They are approaching 700 subscribers. And just because Travis hasn't kicked one off yet, let's start with you, Travis, just on your first impressions. What do you think this channel is about?
Well, I love the name. It's always great to have something you remember. The banner there is interesting. It looks like it's from a specific game of some sort that I'm just maybe not familiar with. But I don't know what that game is. It feels like Magic-y or something. So then we look down at the videos. We see Pokemon. We see some type of first-person shooter. Is that what it is? I don't know. We see Spider-Man. We see, so it's all over the place. And some of these games do not remind me of the banner. And listen, the banner's not going to make that much of a difference, but it does at least, you know, when someone comes to your channel, give you an idea of what to expect somewhat. So when I kind of see that the videos are not of a consistent nature of a specific type of game, that I'm kind of confused. So if I were to watch one of these games or one of these videos, or that one's a live stream, the Pokemon's like 2 hours. So at least I think that's a live stream. You know, what's the expectation moving forward? It looks like the production is interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of live streaming there.
I think what's interesting here, Travis, is that you've been now trying to dissect this channel for a minute and you're still not sure if you're in the right place. And I think the forum said that they were a Dungeons and Dragons channel.
All right. So I do see some Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, D&D, I see that. Okay. Pokemon D&D, which I didn't know was a thing. So perhaps... So, okay, that goes back to the banner. So then it does make sense then the banner, but what was with the Spider-Man part? It's so weird. Professional.
I think that was a Spider-Man Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, Spider-Man in Dungeons and Dragons.
Blown away by that.
It would just help if it was a value proposition here, wouldn't they? For you know, you can keep the image probably the same on the channel banner, but telling us a little bit more. Because I think, as you were rightly thrown off a little bit, given the thumbnails, this might be a video game. These might be loading screens for a video game rather than board games.
Yeah, the thing is that, and some of these titles are truncated, so you can't tell until after the truncation as to what it is. Yeah. And, you know, people who are into Dungeons and Dragons are probably going to know right off the bat, which is great. But, you know, for people who might be interested in the topic but just can't exactly figure out what you're saying, that might be an issue. But it looks like some of these are really like longer form. I don't know if they're podcasts or live streams or what they are.
It looks like, as you said, the production value, certainly you can see just from that image, like the camera quality is really good. He's using different angles and like the clips are moving frequently. So the production value is very high. So it feels like the videos themselves are of very high quality, but the messaging perhaps isn't just there yet on the thumbnails and titles.
The thumbnails are holding them back, I think.
I mean, here's the thing that's interesting about it. You might look at those thumbnails and go, well, they look really good. And they do.
Yes.
But... like, it's still not, some of it isn't clear to us. Now, again, for someone who's into Dungeons and Dragons heavy, maybe that's, maybe it is, maybe it is very clear. But, I mean, you know, we've seen other Dungeons and Dragons channels where it's been more obvious, put it that way.
I just want to sort by most popular and identify that there are some formats for this channel at work. Whenever they talk about a certain type of class being broken in Dungeons and Dragons, these videos perform well because it's kind of creating a conversation piece. So that's a format that works. Make sure that you repeat it. Not all of the time, but keep it in your schedule of content. And then obviously ones where you're almost going to the next level of delivery, like 101 uses for a mage hand. How many more videos are that extensive in the space of 6 minutes? So seeing the top, the top 3 here, rangers are broken, wizards are broken, monks are broken. In the top 10 of your videos, that's a format that definitely works and something that you want to establish for a base for your channel.
Well, the other thing about those is that I don't have to think as hard when I see those thumbnails and titles. So
exactly, yeah, that's a really good point, Dan. Yeah,
I mean, it's not necessarily that you need to double down on, because you did it recently too. Rangers are broken. It was from 5 days ago. It did really well. Like, I don't think it's the are broken thing that is bringing people in, although it certainly could be. I think it's that those videos, I don't have to think at all about what I'm going to get. But
excellent point.
Some of these other ones, it's just really confusing, and I really want to know what's beyond. And all the truncated titles, I really want to know what's in there, and I think that'll explain the full story. But I shouldn't have to read that far into it to get the full story. The thumbnail and the title should be concise enough to where I'm like, got it. Okay, Rangers are broken. Perfect.
Next channel we are going to look at is Angela KOD, 1,500 subscribers. Again, I think, JJ, this is one of your pre-selected ones.
Yes. Hey, Angela. Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, so I saw Angela in the chat. So hi, Angela. I'm glad you can make it. So I would like you to put that you're a cooking channel on your banner. It's not necessary, but sometimes when people, if they see one of your videos and somebody liked the video and they take a bird's eye view and macro, like scale out, it'd be nice if you had some more personality on your banner. I know you don't necessarily need to have the title of your channel be the title of it, but perhaps picture of food, high definition, high quality images of the food that you're making. I know from just scanning your channel that for the most part, you're doing food, West African, Ghanaian, and specifically sort of cooking. So it's a cooking channel. I would like to see you look at other cooking channels and look to how they present their food. It's really busy. I think if you were just to focus on one aspect of the meal, perhaps the finished dish, do a high definition photo, take your camera, get really, really close, get in all that juice, and then let that be the thumbnail. I think you would also get more click-throughs for people like, ooh, this is nice. So sometimes I know, especially when you're going from the market to the preparing the food, to the pounding the yams, to the finished dish, you have a snapshot of all of that processing. So I know that's what you're going for there, the vlog sort of style, but so it can work. Just experiment. I think it's for click-throughs, you show the finished dish and high quality might work better. But I thought it was good. I thought their editing, I did get a chance to look at one of your videos, and I thought the editing quality was good. The only thing I would work on is sound. Whenever you're talking, like right now, I should have headphones on. In a large room, you're gonna pick up a lot of echo. So whenever you're in your kitchen, I could barely hear you. So that's just it. But when you were closer to the mic source, it was better quality. I can hear you better. So it's just something to consider. But otherwise, I thought a good job. Just work on the thumbnails, do a nice little banner. But you're on your way.
I think that's, again, another good point, JJ, about what Dan was alluding to. Like, you don't have to think about what the channel's about when you see here, for example, on search with a profile image, you're not quite sure what this channel's about without having to read the description. And now I don't know if this is going to work, if I can put myself full screen for 1 second, especially when you're looking on mobile.
Right.
If you just see that,
yeah.
Again, where's the communication of what the channel is about? And just adding something to the banner or the profile image is just going to help with that communication a little bit faster. So that was something to add. Thanks, Dan, for switching me back. Any other thoughts here, or do you think JJ's pretty much nailed it with the thumbnails and whatnot?
Yeah. Let's do the next thing.
Yeah. I was just going to mention good consistency. Each video is getting a similar amount of views, which suggests that you're having return viewers. But maybe perhaps due to the thumbnails being a bit too busy or not delicious enough, forgive the pun, you're not bringing in enough new viewers to your content. That might be something to consider there. So that is Angela KOD. Let's move to the next channel, which is Cars with Connor. And just a completely self-indulgent shout out here. I just want to say congratulations to my brother-in-law, Connor, who's just passed his driving test.
Hey,
he's spelled with one N. But yeah, congratulations, Connor. I don't know if you're going to hear that, but best of luck to you.
Nice.
Right, so this channel is about motorsport. Motorsport is in the quiet season right now, but this channel has found some traction here with 2,500 subscribers and some phenomenal views in the last couple of videos, especially.
Yeah, when I found this one, I was really, really impressed, especially with their first video. This is obviously somebody who either has experience with YouTube or they're just a really good student of, creator education, because they're really knocking it out of the park right now. So their first video has 54,000 views, and I've noticed that whenever they do these driver lineup prediction videos, they get thousands of views. Those are by far their what do you call it? Their biggest winners.
Banner content.
I don't think you can always do that. I mean, there's probably only so much news about driver lineups out there. There's something else I noticed, but I know you're trying to look at.
Try my best. Best.
I think they're making good use of their, of the footage and the images that they have. I assume they're talking over this content, and they're just pulling some still images, and I think it's transformative enough to where they don't have to really worry about fair use necessarily being against them. I'm just kind of reading the description now.
I'm going to give up trying to play the video. It's not happening for me.
So one of the things you'll see is that 2 days ago, they released a video. It's called F1 Has a Big Problem, and it already has 9,000 plus views. So I was going to suggest, other than these driver lineup predictions, which if F1's in the quiet season, I'm sure there's some more of those you can probably do coming up soon. Can you take more of that negative approach with your titles and your thumbnails, even if the subject matter of that video isn't necessarily negative? That always poking that bear a little bit, hinting that this could be a problem. It wins the click. I'm not saying clickbait. I'm not saying be dishonest. I'm just saying is when you're planning your video, you should already have your title and your thumbnail planned out before you actually start recording. And if that's the case, what's that initial emotional spin you can put on it so that your title and your thumbnail and then the content itself starts off at F1 has a big problem, you guys. And then if there is a positive spin on that, you get to that as you watch the video.
Yeah.
I think I think Dan should repeat that slowly for the again.
All right, hang on. Okay.
For the people in the back.
I know, right? That's so important. I just gold. I just say it again.
Sit down, plan your title and your video first. Okay, that's the first step. And then is there a more emotionally triggering package you can put that video in through the title and the thumbnail? And then if you've planned ahead, you can even intro the video a certain way to where it starts off doom and gloom, like F1's doomed. We're never going to see a race again if this law passes. And then you go into the detail of what that is. That's a very fictional story I just made up. But
we put you on the spot there, Dan, and you passed phenomenally well. Two things I want to add before anyone else wants to chime in. This is the template channel for how to build a community and a channel in the off season of something. So if you're an NFL fan and you're figuring how on earth am I going to create a channel once the Super Bowl's finished, this is your template, because the F1 season doesn't start for another 2 or 3 months. It pretty much literally started at the end of last season. And I just think that the branding here is phenomenal in the sense that there are no logos, there's no hard sell of the channel. But if you look at the thumbnails, really consistent. They've used a color which I don't think you would probably see in other F1 channels. And then when you actually mouse over the videos, you can see that they continue to use that color scheme and this style of having a image sort of shrunk down. And so there are borders. And I think that's just probably really consistent throughout all of their content. And it's going to drive a lot of return viewers to their content. That's all I had to add. Thank you very much.
Oh, I was going to actually mention the community tab. I do like that they're using it. I think the content in here could just be a little bit better. I think not often enough do they make it about their audience. They do sometimes. Like, how excited are you for the 2022 season? Like, that's the perfect kind of poll. But saying like new video today isn't as like, I don't know. That's more about you. I would try and make your community tab posts as often as you can about your audience.
And for all of these ones where they're just advertising a video, turn it into a question or a voting poll, and then plonk the link into that. For example, this is what we do. We will ask people, like, if they are growing on YouTube, yes or no. 6,000 votes, so you know you've got a lot of engagement there, but you just drop in that little video link, and you hope that, you know, even if 10% of the audience click on that link, that's 600 views versus the terrible engagement rates you get when you just advertise a video. Like, look, on the voting polls here, you're getting 2,000 votes, 45 likes. On this, you're getting 18 likes. So it's clear that you're not getting as much engagement with those types of community posts. And that's a tip for everybody who's using community posts.
And I did an experiment my sister did. Whenever you just promote a video, it doesn't do as well as when you take a still shot of something and then tease up with text and then with a link to that video. Does so much more better than actually just posting the video. I don't know if it's an algorithmic thing or it's just people. I don't know. But
what it is, when you share a video, it just auto plays. So when people are scrolling through the feed, it just looks like another thumbnail that turns into a video playing. Whereas a voting poll or a question, it's more a block of text rather than a video. So it's something that's, like, I guess, psychologically different as people are just browsing through a feed.
Yeah.
All right, JJ, I know you have to go soon. So just before you do, let's just remind ourselves who you are and what you're doing here on a live stream. So welcome, of course, JJ.
Thank you. Hi, yeah. So my name is JJ Gadd. I am creative partner with vidIQ. I host their rooms inside the audio only app called Clubhouse and the Talking YouTube with vidIQ. So twice a week, I and my sister, we host rooms, value-driven rooms, how-tos. A lot of the topics are the ones that are covered by vidIQ's channel, but it's a I don't know if you've been in Clubhouse before, but essentially it's a wonderful opportunity to actually get on stage and have a more interactive, immersive sort of experience. You know, go a deeper dive with the content. And we also do profile other folks who've done a really great job, like Connor, the last channel. I think that's amazing. For 1 month after Formula One season's over, we bring in someone like that who's able to grow really fast and kind of learn from each other. So that's what I do. And on my channel, I do Pinterest marketing. And then I just recently pivoted to do a little bit of YouTube growth for smaller channels, because I'm a smaller channel. I'm a small YouTuber. So as I'm growing, I like to, you know, help out my fellow YouTuber and share anything new, any hacks or tricks or anything I just like learned myself from YouTube, from other YouTubers on Twitter or on Clubhouse, and also on YouTube that I follow. So just sharing. So
nice audience there, 1,000 views, 2,000 subscribers on, I guess, a lateral topic to what you're talking about. Yeah, some good stuff there. Okay, well, so that is JJ. We do have a link in the description if you want to check her out. And JJ, of course, stay as long as you need to, but sometimes I forget and people just have to say, I'm leaving now. And I'm
and they come back. And they come back.
All right, let's move on to the next channel, which is our Twitter winner of the week. We asked you to best describe your YouTube experience. And Kaboom, dude.
So good.
How I'm going to pronounce it is, this is your experience of just things going up and down all the time. We can certainly feel those vibes. And this is your channel, Doodad and Dude Son. And they look as if they are a gaming channel with a bit of Farm Simulator, a bit of Roblox, a bit of Battlefield, a bit of things. Hang on, is this a game? YouTube, what is that?
YouTuber's Life, yeah.
OMG.
Yeah, that's a game.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay.
I think it's a sequel too.
There is a game where you can play being a YouTube creator rather than doing it in real life.
Yep. And then you can YouTube about it.
And then break the fourth wall. Absolutely.
Amazing.
All right.
So what we're seeing here is, it looks like, I'm guessing, a father-son duo, and they're having a lot of fun in a lot of different games, which is really cool to see. Our general advice for growing on YouTube, especially in the gaming space, is can you focus on one of these games? Because you have kind of a problem with audience crossover. The audience that plays Battlefield 2042 is going to be, I think, much different than the audience that plays Roblox. And so you get some viewers, like a small like percentage of them that just like you for you, and they will follow you no matter what game you play. But the vast majority of people who subscribe to you for farming sim content end up skipping your videos that are not about that. And then the more videos they skip, the less likely YouTube is to recommend any of your videos to them. And so you're constantly on this treadmill of like trying to get things back in order. Like I was getting 100 views a video. Now I'm back down to getting 20. How do I get this back? So then you're consistent for a bit. Then you swap games again. So it's kind of what we're seeing here, where you'll do like 2 or 3 farming simulator videos. Then you'll switch over to like another game like Roblox. And it's just kind of going, it's ping ponging around. The viewers are getting whiplash and you're not able to get people back. Which building up your return viewers is super important to growing your channel overall.
Is that a new phrase, Dan? Viewer whiplash.
Yeah, I thought I've heard that here.
I just want to add, do you think the audience for Battlefield 2042 are just completely disenfranchised with life right now? And given how terribly the game has been received?
That could be it too. I mean, that's the thing. Like if you're going to cover a trending game and it's doing poorly, it's better to just jump on the bandwagon and crap all over that game than it is to actually play it and pretend it's good. I mean, there's some advice for you. But yeah, it's really, it looks like you're uploading a lot of different content and it looks like you're having a lot of fun. I'll real quick, titles and thumbnail wise, I think if you did like one less thing in every thumbnail, they would look a lot better. There's just a lot of elements in focus all at once, and it's kind of hard to tell what's going on.
Travis, I have a question for you. So the channel banner suggests that this is a...
Oh my gosh.
What?
It suggests that I'm going to have a heart attack if I keep trying to read that thing. Sorry, Doodad and Dude Son. Okay, gotcha.
Father and son gaming duo. When I mouse over the thumbnails, obviously we can't hear it, but I'm not seeing the father and son on screen anyway. And I know that you, as almost like one of your first coaching clients, I'm trying to remember who they were called, but it was a father and daughter gaming duo who went from 4,000 subscribers to like 1 million subscribers.
Oh, you're talking about Sopo
yes. Am I mislabeling them? I thought it was like parents and
well, yeah, so it was kids and parents and they spun off some other channels and stuff. But yeah, the thing is, like, we've seen this before. I think we saw a couple twins channels, remember, a couple of years ago or whatever. Yeah. And what ends up a lot of times happening is the idea starts off with, let's do this together, and then one person is not as interested, and then it just becomes the one person.
Yeah.
Or in the case of this, it could be that maybe they are both interested, but the real hook of this should be a family dynamic. And if it's not obvious, I think you're missing out. So what do we got here?
StreamYards. I want to throw it out the window sometimes.
Yeah, it'd be interesting because here's the thing. And even if you don't necessarily show yourself on camera, it could still be, I think it's more interesting if you do, but let's say you don't, there's still a way to make it so that the interplay is there, because I think it would be interesting to do that. The dudes are noobs. The dudes play. So that implies that both are playing. Like the dudes played Minecraft, but it's farming simulator.
But these were a long time ago. Travis, this is just as you hint that maybe they were both doing it at this point, and now
when they change someone, and this is a thing that happens all the time, is that one of them loses interest or something, and they're not around, and the other person just kind of pushes on, and then it's not the same channel anymore. Which you can recover from that, but the initial hook of it was this other thing. So now you've got to come up with a better hook.
I'm seeing dudes appear in the title today. Like there's still the dudes play Roblox and things like that. I was going to say whether or not that's happening, because that's certainly a thing that can happen. That aside, I think starting your titles this way, the dudes buy all the land, like it's kind of like saying Frank buys all the land. Like no one knows who Frank is. No one has built a relationship with Frank yet.
Yeah.
Right. And you're trying to attract new people to your channel. So it's kind of isolating, like or not isolating. It's kind of, it separates the people who are returning viewers and the people who could be new viewers. The new viewers it's not resonating with them. So I would instead take the dudes out of all your titles, because the titles should be short anyway. So instead, what happens when you buy all the land? in Farming Simulator. I see $1 Million Challenge and all this extra stuff you're trying to put in the title. It's truncated. It's not fitting. You can say a lot of that in the video. It's already a compelling title. If, buying all the land in Farming Sim 2022, that's a short title. It's a great title. It implies a challenge already. So I think that should be something you test out as well. I would change these titles, make them shorter, make them snappier. And then as Rob's circling here, you're pointing at this character they've kind of put
this character is in quite a lot of the thumbnails, and I don't feel as if it serves any purpose whatsoever. I don't feel as if it's adding emotional drive to the content, and it's the same one every single time.
Yeah,
I think this is a where branding, trying to add a bit of branding, with their logo in there and it's over their face. I just don't think it adds anything other than to confuse an already lacking in communication thumbnail.
Yeah, this kind of goes back to having too many elements on a thumbnail.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that was the same exact person appearing over and over. I just kept seeing it, and my eyes were glancing over it. I would instead have that character making a face, even if you have to kind of put the face on him, with like fake eyes and stuff. But express an emotion. If you're going to put a character in, have it express emotion. Take the logo out of all these games. Fans of each of one of these games know what the logo is, and they know what they're getting into. You don't need the logo. So that's one less element in your thumbnail already. When you use text, this bright green text with a yellow outline doesn't work. We can't read it. So instead, put like a black line, or just make it like white text with a black outline, or something a lot easier to read. You have the right idea. Like on the top right thumbnail, we have a big price tag, and then we have a character, and we can see something in the background, but it's covered by the logo and some corn. So take a better picture of the thing that you're trying to put the price on. Put the price on it in a way that we can read, and then a character's face, just like with its eyes popping out of its head, like it can't believe the price of this tractor or whatever. Like, simplify your thumbnails. And again, go for that emotional pull. Just eyes express emotion. Don't hide those.
We need to turn this into some sort of slogan, I think, Dan, when it comes to thumbnails, in that you think less.
Yep.
But I don't want to say cry more, but we need a word to encapsulate emotion in one thing. Like, think less, emotion more, but need a different word than emotion. But I can't think what it is.
I got you. Yeah, I don't know what word to use, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
and that's what I've been trying to get across in so many of these channel edit streams. Like, just if people have to think about what your video's about between looking at the title and the thumbnail, they're scrolling. Okay, they're moving. Their thumb is moving on that phone. If they have to think even a little bit, they're gonna keep scrolling.
Yep. Next channel, Woodworking Youtubers. I think, Travis, this was the one that you sent me before the stream.
Yeah. So go to the homepage. I want to start here first, just because
absolutely,
I think they're doing one thing maybe wrong. I don't know. These next upcoming live streams are like days in advance, or in one case, I think 2 weeks in advance. And I think there's diminishing returns of value there. Yeah, I was thinking less, feel more.
That's
really
nice. That's really good. Yeah, I like that.
Some good ones there. Some good ones there.
Let's get that copyrighted.
Yeah, I mean, so for me, putting this so far in advance there's no real value there, because while you can set a reminder, which is great, I think when you're this far in advance, you're maybe concentrating on the wrong thing. So perhaps, like we found here in vidIQ, like 24 hours before seems to be a pretty good sweet spot for these type of things. Okay, but that's just one small thing. Yeah. So anyway, woodworking, I think that's cool. Woodworking YouTuber, I think that's a great idea. It's something kind of, I don't know that the niche is super big, which means if there are, a viewership of people out there that are interested in that, they can only go so many places. So why not it be yours, right? So I did notice that a lot of these are really short videos. So I'm unsure 100%, if I'm thinking woodworking, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, some very, hands-on stuff, some, things you really have to think about and spend time with. But a lot of these are like very quick videos. I saw someone else, I think they were even in the chat. They have a sleep ASMR channel with like music. And I looked at it and I realized that like all their videos were like under a minute. And when you start thinking about what is your value proposition and you connect it with your content and they don't match, like woodworking 48 seconds, like what okay, he's a woodworker for, okay, but I don't understand what's the point of the 48 seconds. Like if I'm a woodworker, get me into something, show me something. I expect to sit longer with your content. Some of these are like looks like podcast type things, which are totally, I think, reasonable. And if you're just interviewing other, you know, woodworking YouTubers, okay, fine. But if you're actually sharing content, helping people, I would expect longer content.
I just didn't realize when I scrolled to the bottom here, it's like, this channel's only a month old. Wow, they've cranked out a lot.
I mean, that's great. That's fantastic. Yeah. But again, this is one of the things where if there's not a lot of channels out already, you can actually gobble up the vast majority of views. So for example, there's a new I don't know that it's new, but there is a up and coming niche that I'm kind of becoming a part of in my off time, and it's retro video games, mostly like the consoles and stuff I have on my back, and like arcades I have on my back. And there's even like a fight community starting to grow. And what's happening is these channels that may have anywhere from like 200 subscribers to like 2,000 subscribers, not that many, are getting like upwards of 150 and 250 people concurrent in their live streams. Like, it's weird. Like, they're drastically overperforming any other type of channel on YouTube, but it's because there's so few places for this specific type of content. And as this thing starts to grow, they're funneled into these couple of channels. And what's smart about this little community is they all talk to each other. They're all on each other's live streams. So they are sharing everything. And it's really cool to see. So something like this could probably benefit as well. My guess is there are a couple of other woodworking channels, which is I think probably what they're talking about here, which can help boost a channel. I mean, if you're talking about a month in, 300 subscribers, that's fantastic. That's really, really good, especially since some of these are live streams.
I think there is an audience question here, like who is a target audience? To begin with, it felt like it was very much YouTube education content. All right, fair enough. But now it's kind of gone into this woodworking content. And so if I was going to merge the two, I might be expecting from a channel like this that they're going to make unique YouTube themed woodwork, whether it be a wood play button or I don't know what else, but or like a subscribe button carved out of wood or
I like that idea. As a matter of fact, that's a really cool idea. That's how you get to the next level, though.
I don't think that is the audience, though. I think now it looks like they're going into just general woodworking, and the audience certainly in the last. I mean, wow, these are all videos. Yeah, these are all shorts. Well, short videos, not shorts. In the last 24 hours, and the audience is getting a bit spiky here in terms of views.
You know, the funny thing is that we talk about this in group coaching. One of the very first calls we did was about this idea that the larger group of people that you want to reach are actually just outside of your niche. So you have this niche. In this particular example, you saw my Woodworking YouTubers. It's a certain amount of people, and it's probably not going to be very much bigger than that. However, just outside of that is a much larger group of people that are interested in woodworking, that are interested in YouTube, that are interested in cool things made of wood, like all these bigger things that you can reach out into to then bring them back into your niche. And there's different types of cool techniques in which we work with doing that. If you are only targeting, you know, let's say 10,000 people, because there's 10,000 YouTubers that do woodworking, that's the limit of what you're ever going to get. However, if you target people that are interested in woodworking and interested in this and interested in that, interested in YouTubing and stuff like that, then can bring them in. Now you're targeting maybe 10 million people, and you know, you can go anywhere. So I always recommend it. It's different for every person because it depends on what they're passionate about, to look just outside of their niche, and you might find a huge audience for that. Yeah.
Nice segue, by the way, Travis. It allows us to talk about group coaching.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, can you look up Crossover Coliseum, because this is a channel that I've been working with for a while that is using some techniques that I've been coaching for a while. This is their fourth channel, their fourth channel, the second that I've spun off specifically with them. Go to their channel page.
This one, yep.
Yeah, they came to me with Ink Thinks. We went from, I think, like 8,000 or 9,000 to 15,000. We then spun off Smash Bracket 9 months ago, which has 19,000 subscribers. We have spun off again this channel, and look how old it is.
Wow.
2 weeks ago, and it has 2,000 subscribers.
17,000 views. Bang.
Yes. So we are spinning off more successful channels than the initial channel he came to me with. And all of these techniques that I'm teaching him are in group coaching. Like, we're doing the same stuff. As a matter of fact, there are techniques I'm not even teaching him that are in group coaching, because Alexi and Jeff are in there too, helping teach with me.
This is like a Nintendo versus channel, really, isn't it? All versus.
And you know what the crazy thing is? We have another channel idea that I think is going to eclipse this by an order of magnitude in my mind. So, and we're doing all this stuff in group coaching. You know, the cool thing about it is we have a private Discord that you can ask all your questions to. We do 2 to 3, sometimes maybe 4 live streams a month that are kind of like this, like we're in right now, except we're going into deep detail, and you can ask specific questions that will be answered in the call. Here on the audit stream, there's so many people. You ask a question, it might not get answered. Your question will get answered in group coaching. 100% it will. And we're having some really great success and a lot of fun. So definitely check it out. And you should sign up for it.
Yeah, there's a link in the description, and I just want to say I just watched one of the group coaching calls, and I think Alexi was doing a presentation, and straight after I watched it, Travis, I was like saying, I want to steal all of his content and put it on the channel, and you're saying, whoa, hold your horses there, no, let's keep this exclusive for now. So I'm gonna have to wait a little bit, but I found it really valuable. Like, I'll be thinking about turning it into a video that just the advice. But
Alexi did such a good job on that one that he made Jeff and I kind of go, oh crap.
Yeah.
Like it's so good. It's really good.
It's like when you go to a Vid Summit or VidCon and you go into a presentation, you find that really valuable. You like getting that pretty much every fortnight with like half an hour Q&A afterwards. I was so impressed. I've asked you, Travis, if I can just drop in and have a conversation.
Yeah. We're gonna have, and by the way, Rob's gonna be in a couple of these sessions as well, so you can ask him direct questions. Well, it's gonna be so much fun. It is really cool. The group is smaller. We keep it smaller so that your questions will get answered. And I hope you're interested. Hit the link in the description, and hopefully we'll see you there. And again, I'm super excited about some of the things that some of these creators are doing. It's really been exciting. A lot of gamer channels in there, no surprise, right? So if you're a gaming channel, this might be a great opportunity for you.
And we can do a side segue here onto the Discord channel because we do have a Discord community. If I can remember which button I have to press to share it again. Why is it not showing? There we go. We have a Discord community where the group coaching has their own private Discord chat, right, Travis? So they can talk amongst themselves about, no one else can see that conversation within vidIQ. It's just amongst the group coaching. So they get like exclusive access to you, and the chatter is a little quieter. So they can get more attention. Yeah,
definitely.
But we do, of course, have the wider Discord community down which you're going to plug right now.
Yeah, so for those just looking to meet up with some creators who are also on this crazy journey we call YouTube along with you, check out our Discord. It is not a place where people are just dumping links to videos and running away. It is actually a place full of thoughtful people who are giving advice. And what?
I just had like a visual idea of somebody coming into the Discord.
The drive-by.
They do it. I swear. Like people think this like grows their channel or something, but actually it's the communication and the advice that you have access to all these creators at different stages of their journey, and it helps so much to have people to bounce ideas off of. So check out our Discord. It is linked down below, vidiq.com/discord. And then what happens is when people are super awesome, we just grab their channel and we audit it, whether they know it or not. We're auditing Alex Kaboom today.
Nice.
680 subscribers.
And I guess just in case this person isn't watching, somebody in the Discord, can you go let them know that they're being audited after the live stream? Because what we do, and I want to say a huge thank you to Zenzeris or whoever else does this after the live stream, we timestamp. So not we. No, I'm too lazy. I'm too tired to do this. But our amazing community timestamps all of the audits so that you can check back and see, like, if you're talking about a particular topic of a channel, or to check if you've been audited. So huge thumbs up to whoever timestamps them. I'm trying to remember after every live stream to go into the comments and make sure that we add the timestamps to the description to help you. So Adam does timestamps, so then we've actually timestamped the live streams. So thumbs up as always to our community for doing that. All right, Dan, hopefully that's given you a little bit of time to look at this channel and say, my word, these Roblox thumbnails are phenomenal.
They are. They're really nice. So a couple things. So let's scroll down a little bit. I want to see, has anything like really like surpassed crazy amount of views? There's one point. There's some. Okay, so ones that have several thousand, but they might be shorts. It's hard to tell.
There's one 20K 7 months ago.
Okay.
So was popular. See if there's anything else as well.
I would say what they're doing is they're going for basically a search-driven strategy. right? So they're making a lot of how-to videos in Roblox. I'm kind of wondering a couple things. Is this content, like, does it work for any Roblox game? Because Roblox is a platform where people use it to make games. So it's clear that it's Roblox, but Roblox has games within it. And I'm not seeing the title of those games, and the Roblox community is really split amongst all these different games. So maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's like anyone who plays any game on Roblox can benefit from this content. I don't know how that would work, but that'd be kind of interesting. So yeah, that's something that I would ask this creator, because I'm seeing the same kind of setting that they're in.
Yeah,
Which is like
I'm getting
really,
like a Lego mod vibe from this. I don't know if
yeah.
it is. It's just, you know, for me to think less as a viewer, that's an immediate visual identification I'm feeling.
The other thing I'll say is that they're making all these how-to videos, which is great. You know, you're going to have a lot of evergreen clips. They're going to be getting views as time goes on. Some of them may just take off really slowly as a result, because you just got to wait for people to search up that particular search term. What I might try doing between these videos is taking more, I guess, emotional thing. Like, can you do something other than how-to is kind of what I'm getting at, and sprinkle it into your regular upload schedule. You've got how-to covered. Is there anything you can do for a more immediate, like, surge in views? You probably have a lot of returning viewers. What would they be interested in? Things that go wrong, like when you have lag. So how-to lag/freeze high jump, kind of interesting. Now, are there any moments that you could turn into short videos where someone tries to high jump and they fall to their death or something like that? So you don't have to just be the how-to creator, is kind of what I'm getting at. You might see a lot of success bringing in other elements, other types of content.
Looks as if just from the videos themselves, they've got this own little sandbox that they're playing with this setup, which is interesting. I wanted to credit the consistency of the audience getting, as you said, Dan, there's no real viral moments. There's a couple of videos that got thousands of views, but they're generally getting 50 to 75% of subscribers to view ratio in that sense. And again, for a gaming channel, let's just to keep an eye on these video lengths. Viewers of this type of content, be it Roblox, Minecraft, tend to enjoy shorter videos, but that doesn't force you to make shorts. These are just videos that are 2 minutes or less, generally speaking, but they're in a landscape format, and they're doing very well for this channel. And again, consistency of thumbnails. You know, even though they do have that logo in the top left-hand corner, they don't necessarily need it. Although I think that's like a nice color accent for these actual thumbnails. But like the fonts that they use, this red arrow, but there's enough difference between each thumbnail. Even though they're using some very similar elements of this text and this red arrow, the main image itself is different enough each time so that the viewer knows that they're watching something new from the creator.
Yeah. The other thing I would say, if I were to really nitpick these thumbnails, is that because the stage they've chosen to do all of these glitches and stuff, it's always the same. It's hard to kind of see what's going on. Like, there's this body drag one. I'm looking at that, how to body drag on Roblox. And it just, what the character is holding on to just looks like a gray Lego sheet. It doesn't really give me the message that they're trying to get across. You know, what does that look like in practice? Can you be getting footage in actual servers or anything? I know it's easier to do it in your own built world, but there's no color to it. There's nothing, there's no texture, you know, it's just always like the same kind of setting.
Look at the difference in terms of thumbnails when each one just looks like it's from a different creator. They've started from scratch.
Yeah.
But then when they get a formula and a template, it's almost like a night and day, isn't it, in terms of the quality of the thumbnails and the package that you're selling to the viewer.
Yeah.
Really good stuff.
Yeah. So best of luck. They're doing some great work.
All right. In this new section that I've just invented for this live stream, we're going to do products showcase. Bing! Oh, look what's up here in the top right-hand corner. Wow, we're doing a product showcase. All right. I want to show you something that I'm not even sure I should be showing you, but like I discovered it this morning when I was using vidIQ, and I thought, oh my word, I love this tool. I want to share it with everyone. and it's being rolled out, I think, to everybody very, very soon. And it is a titles recommendation suggestion system. So take a look at this. I'm going to click here, and then I'm going to say, all right, I don't really know what my title should be. I know this video is something about YouTube subscribers, so I'm just going to type in YouTube subscribers. But that's a useless title, of course. But let's get some inspiration. Let's use get AI title recommendations. Bang. Did that in 5 seconds.
I like that.
Now look at all of these different suggestions and how they're turning the concept into questions or something that, as Dan has been saying, think less, express more. The secret to a successful channel. I would actually disagree with that. I would say that YouTube subscribers are not the secret to a successful channel, but I could circumvent that as an idea. What are YouTube subscribers? I may do a video titled that. That's really interesting because to me, subscribers don't really mean that much. It's more return viewers, etc., etc. But if none of these work, I just click refresh, and then there we go. More suggestions. Why?
See, people in the chat said they used it this morning.
It is, I think, a game changer. This I love this tool, and it's now available on vidIQ. I'm gonna do a proper video on this very soon when it's rolled out to the whole product. But yeah, test this. Give us some feedback. Wonderful tool. If you don't know what your title should be and you've already made the video, shame on you, shame on you. You know what our suggestion is at this point is that you should be creating titles and thumbnails beforehand. But if you've already done it, then you have this tool. This is going to help you make it a little more clickable. So that is it.
This is perhaps one of the biggest things we've ever rolled out. We did it so quietly, I didn't even know about it.
Me too.
The thing is that titles and thumbnails are potentially two of the biggest things that make a video work or not work. We're going to assume your videos are excellent because everyone in the chat is a vidIQ member and a user and a watcher, so their videos are excellent. Let's just assume that. Everything else about the performance of your video after that is title and thumbnail. And if your title is not good, it will not get clicked. And the fact that you're getting the cheat code of all cheat codes right here is incredible. Like, I literally spend time on calls with creators coming up with titles, and they're spending lots of money to have me help them do that, where you just click use here and refresh, and it's doing it for you. That's incredible.
Cryptocurrencies, different topic. Awesome stuff. Let's do something that you're probably talking about right now. Samsung Galaxy, what are we on there? Is it the S22 these days?
Oh, yes, 22.
Yeah, so let's do the S22 and let's just see what suggestions come up for titles here. Galaxy S10. That's a bit of a throwback, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Best money for the best phone for the best. Look at this. 5 reasons this is the smartphone for you. Oh my God, I actually think I am going to use that title.
I mean,
think I'm going to use that title for an upcoming video.
Matt Talks Tech uses release date, specs, and whatever. And then if you're not happy with them, just refresh, bang, and you get some more. What a tool this is. I'm getting really excited about it. So do make sure to download vidIQ if you haven't already and give it a try. Even at this point, because I only, just like you, Travis, I discovered this morning. I'm not even sure what tier this is on. Like if this is free, pro, or boost. But you'll learn more about it very, very soon. So that's an exclusive right there. There. Right. Should I take off my product showcase image? Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Let's move on to the claw.
The claw.
I should have done this version. This thing here, right there. Okay, if you don't know how this part of the live stream works, we have the forms here that you've been submitting your channels to. We have 320 non-gaming channels, 290 gaming channels. And so this claw is going to randomly pick out one of these channels, and we're just going to give you our first impressions. We don't know what we're encountering now. It's kind of exciting and terrifying at the same time. And I'm sorry Jeff isn't here to give us his rendition of a claw, but that's just the way things work.
We have more non-gaming channels than gaming channels.
Yeah, that's nice.
Whoa.
All right, we're looking at Amelia's World. I think is the first channel to audit. and they have 37,000 subscribers. So congratulations, first of all, on your progress on YouTube.
Wow.
Bang.
Lots of views, too. My gosh.
Lots of views, yeah.
Cheese and crackers.
Cheese and crackers.
That's a tremendous amount of views for a channel that size. Just for reference, because people might go, oh, I mean, 30,000 subscribers are getting like almost, 37,000 views. What you don't understand is that most channels with 37,000 subscribers are lucky to get 4,000 to 5,000 views on a video. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's pretty unusual. It looks like what happened here is people have been basically following this baby since birth. It's kind of crazy.
This baby's life is on YouTube from almost day one. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, the amount of views is crazy on this channel. I don't even know that I would change very much. Now, at some point, I think they probably will have to, if they continue to follow, this child's upbringing, the thumbnails will have to change at some point, because then the viewership becomes either kids her age or whatever, and their sensibilities of the thumbnails are going to change. My guess, I mean, I don't even know what the viewership would be here. Is it other parents, do you think, or what?
Yeah, what is the target audience? Good question. Good question. I think we'd only be able to really discover that by watching the videos themselves to understand how the language, the editing, how's that pitched. I'm guessing it's going to be pitched at, but I'm guessing here probably mothers of young children. But I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. It could be targeted more at children themselves. I guess the way to find that out is if there's any comments on the videos, and we'll find out whether this is made for kids or not.
The about section too.
Yeah, nope. We've got comments, so I don't think this content is aimed at kids specifically.
Interesting.
So it's set for kids? I would think no.
Correct. Yeah. So this is so I think the target audience is likely going to be parents, at a guess.
Which is interesting, because I think this audience changes as the kid gets older. It's a weird thing. So, I think the only thing to say to the people who have this channel, first of all, keep doing what you're doing. It's cool, whatever you're doing. You're making a lot of. It's a very successful channel, but this is one of those channels that does have a pivot date. I've never really seen anything quite like this. They will have to pivot at some point, because the parents will not be as interested in a 8-year-olds or 7-year-olds kind of adventures as much as other 7 and 8-year-olds will. It's really interesting. See, you see the comment, Emily grew up before our eyes. Like,
yeah,
it's parents now, and it's going to switch if they continue, and they've got to figure out a pivoting strategy. It's not for a while. It's a couple of years from now, but it's really interesting.
A couple of interesting things here. The thumbnails, they sometimes experiment with symbols and text, but most of the time it's just the family unit or the child in some sort of action or pose or smiley face. And I think, going back to your concept again, Dan, think less, express more. That we're certainly getting that vibe. I wonder if maybe there could be a little more thought put into some of these thumbnails to make them more clickable, but I don't know.
Maybe a little, but the thing is again, it depends on who's watching them, and if it's it might even be grandparents too. Like might be some grandparents stuff watching, but again, I think that changes in a couple of years. Right now, stay doing what you're doing. I always get concerned about giving channels like this that are doing well any kind of advice, because the chances of you doing better are slimmer than the chances of you doing worse. Yeah. So I would say right now, just keep doing what you're doing. If you start to see a plateau, put your channel back in for audit.
I look at these two videos on Halloween and pumpkins, where I feel as if this was an intentional. Oh, let's take a shot for the thumbnail, and it looks like a really good thumbnail. But then this one is almost like a freeze frame from the video, almost. But it's got tons more views, and it's like, oh, okay. So sometimes maybe a well thought out, put together thumbnail isn't quite as effective.
Yeah.
And the last thing I noticed as well was engagement seemed a little low. I don't know if this is due to the audience. Like, you got 2,000 likes. That seems fairly standard, but the comments are quite, I would say there's more potential for comments there. And so maybe the parent could be asking the viewer a question of some kind in the first 30 seconds or a minute to try and elicit a bit more community engagement.
Yeah, I think there's so much going on that's right that I'm also hesitating to like point at anything and say, "Oh, you definitely need to change that." No, like don't fix what ain't broken.
And here's a fantastic example of somebody using an image rather than sharing a video, adding a link to that post, and look at the engagement. They must be
Yeah.
getting significant number of views from that as a traffic source as well, which is
Insane.
really good. Yeah.
And this is what it looks like when the posts are for the community. They're not like, "Hey, what video should I make next? Hey, vote on which video I should make next. Hey, I just got to 100 subscribers." Like, it's literally just, hey, the thing you subscribe for, like, that's what our channel community tab is about as well.
Yeah, I just want to see if I can prove this point a little bit more if I can. Yeah, so for this video that I launched yesterday, I did do a community post, and so nearly 10% of the traffic, which says external, that's actually come from our community post. So you're talking like 2,000 views there.
That's pretty good
for a video. So that's pretty good, yeah. And I wrapped up that link in a voting poll, which I think was the one that got 7,000 votes. So pretty good conversion rate actually there for that community post. So Amelia's World, yeah, I think as Travis said, seems like you're doing everything right. Continue what you're doing. Maybe the best place for you is to join group coaching so you can have like-minded conversations and pick up some awesome suggestions from the community that's working in there. So that's another little plug for you, Travis. There we go. Group coaching. Do it.
Sign up.
Because of course there's limited places out there, Travis.
We've opened it back up. Feel free to jump on in, but we listen, slow down now. I mean, you know,
gaming channel next. Gaming channel next, and it is Fun Owen. They have just hit 100 subscribers, so congratulations on your first big subscriber milestone. You'll be able to get oh yeah, you've got your own channel URL now, which is great.
What a win. Wait, is that a picture or is that an animated thing?
I think that's an animated.
Oh man, it's so weird nowadays. It's hard to tell anymore. Cool.
Okay, this is interesting. They're doing some shorts. Are they
tiny
only
shorts and then 20-minute videos?
Okay, and they even got their face cam up. It doesn't look like they're using custom thumbnails, which I think they should definitely be experimenting with. Like in all their not like all their videos are like that, but a handful of their videos, it's like they're picking and choosing when to use a custom thumbnail, which is kind of interesting to see.
Imagine if this entire page, with the exception of the shorts, had these custom thumbnails on. It would add so much more consistency and vibrancy to such a page.
Yeah, definitely. I maybe they just started, because as you're scrolling down, I'm seeing like never any custom thumbnails at all. Oh wait, no, that's not one either. So maybe they just started. They kind of were working on their thumbnail style.
True.
Okay.
Yeah, true.
Okay, cool. So I think we kind of have a sense now of this is a young creator. They're experimenting with a lot of different things. I'm trying to determine what game they're playing, because I see some CSGO. I wonder if they've niched down in that department as well, like just playing Roblox Bed Wars, for example. Or are they still bouncing between topics? It's kind of hard to tell. Like, you can tell a change has been made. So I don't want to give like the classic advice if they've already kind of heeded that advice.
I'm just sorry, I got distracted. Is that the original Time Crisis? No, it's Time Crisis 5. Oh, I remember playing on the original. Oh, the foot pedal to cover. That was just so intuitive. I remember they had a Time Crisis down at the bowling alley where I used to bowl, and I could complete the game with 50p, and that was very, very satisfying to do. I mean, I had it for PlayStation, so I knew like where all of the enemies appeared and stuff, but the foot pedal and the recoil on the gun. Yeah, I'm getting nostalgic.
So what I would say is continue using custom thumbnails. That's the first thing. And it looks like you're also playing around with your titles a little bit, which is awesome to see. And you're trying shorts, which is also cool. So I would find a rhythm to get into, because a lot of stuff happened like 10 days ago. It looked like you uploaded 4 videos in one day 10 days ago, and then you stopped since. If you would have scheduled out all that content, you would probably, it would look like you just uploaded the other day, even though maybe you hadn't recorded in a very long time. So my point is, try to space out your content so there's some consistency for your regular viewers, first of all. I keep experimenting with your titles. I like your thumbnails. They're nice and clean. But sometimes when you look at the title, it's like Yeti got censored. Maybe I'm wrong, but it doesn't feel like that means a whole lot. But maybe to the people who play the game, the Yeti doesn't shut up, and they've been wanting the Yeti to shut up for a long time. And because I don't play the game, I just don't know that. But if I'm right, and that's just too vague, that's why you might not get as many clicks on that. The other thing I'll say is your videos are also very long. And I have a hard time believing they need to be.
Yeah. Yeah. I sense maybe these are Let's Plays, but titled in a different way, which is a good idea.
Yeah. I'm seeing episode numbers too, which it would imply just like a general Let's Play.
Yeah.
So can you edit these down? I'd be making videos that when you're starting out are no longer than like 5 minutes if they're going to be a Let's Play. So really edited down to like the best of the best moments, and then experiment later on with kind of making them a little bit longer and a little bit longer as they need to be, though. Let's Play videos don't need to be 20-30 minutes long. Maybe your favorite YouTubers are doing that, but I think largely speaking, especially if you're new, it's really hard to sell that. So edit down your content. Like retention might be the next thing you need to work on now that you kind of have these thumbnails the way they are.
Alrighty, that is Fun Owen. I just want to do a random segue because I want to ask you a question, everybody here on the community. And it actually might appear in a video, so please do help me out with this. All right, so I've just put a voting poll in a stream. It has nothing to do with channel audits or anything. I want to ask you a question because I recently started wearing glasses. I want to know which glasses look best on camera. So I'm going to call these the round glasses, which I'm wearing right now. Okay, these are my round glasses, but I would call these my square or rectangle glasses.
Where's that meme from The Office? Like it's the same glasses.
I know, right? It feels the same.
Yeah.
So these are prescription glasses, and I'm sort of switching them out in live streams and videos. But in a video that I've just started making, a question I ask at the very beginning of a video is, which glasses should I wear? But I also want to preempt their comments with a voting poll. So do you prefer square glasses or round glasses? Do let me know. The votes have started. Thank you very much.
I think maybe round, but they look very similar. It's not like
the same.
Different. Yeah.
Well, I'll switch them over again in about 15 to 20 minutes.
We won't notice.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's
do it without saying anything and see if we notice.
Oh, okie dokie. Channel 294. Yes, we do have. Sorry, that's not the right one. 294. Yeah, we got a non-gaming 294 channel, and it is Snap to Grid. Is this a puzzle channel, perhaps? Hello. What? Have they been? Has the channel been terminated since the
You got to follow the community guidelines.
You gave up.
You can't.
You gave up, like, listen.
Can't be messing.
Yeah. It's gone. It is no more. That's unfortunate.
Where?
Well, let's pick another one. Channel 254. I wonder if the person watching a live stream is going, "What?
What? I just quit right before that." That's why you're not supposed to quit right before that big jump. You ever seen that?
No. What was that?
You ever seen that thing where YouTube are like, you could have quit here, then the spike.
Oh, right. Yeah.
They literally quit there.
They did. Juan of All Trades.
I like that. Juan of All Trades. It's nice.
Yeah.
I have shorts. Wait a minute. Is that what shorts look like on desktop now on the home feed? Is that new?
Oh, hey now.
Oh, God. No.
A new video.
Again.
New video, Rob.
Oh. I need to check.
Make sure you put this part in the video.
I need to tell Jack Feldman. Is that hang on then? So let me just check.
Oh, his channel would look completely different, huh?
I just want to check his channel then. With 11 million subscribers. Oh
wow.
Yeah.
Blimey.
Rob, you can't make a video on this. What about the glasses?
I don't like change. I don't like change.
What's really funny is I have a friend in that community of something called Mike of All Trades. His channel's called Mike of All Trades. This is Juan of All Trades. Very cool.
I predicted that was going to happen, that YouTube were going to change something in terms of thumbnails on desktop. My next suspicion is that they will remove these from the videos tab, or there will be a shorts tab. Yeah, there's going to be a shorts tab, isn't there?
Shorts tab, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, Juan of All Trades. I guess they're doing quick DIY renovation tips. and I've been doing it for 2 weeks and already having a bit of success and breakthrough here.
Their shorts are performing really well.
In 2
Well,
weeks.
so we did one longer video, 2 longer videos.
How to make your house into a home, 6 days. Let's look real quick. Look at that 15-second video because I'm curious. Like, why does it have 1,000 views? Like, what was it about it that made this so interesting? Let's see.
You're just torturing me here.
Houses in a home.
Oh, it's working.
Okay. Oh, it's kind of nice little.
Oh wow.
Type. That's kind of cool. All right.
Oh, before and after. No, no narration, by the way. Just music.
Don't need narration in a 15-second video like this. Oh, I love those. I have one like just like that. So that's a really cool usage of shorts for something that the subject itself is not a short. Like DIY for a bathroom. There's nothing short about that. But man, what a cool use of that.
Oh,
hey now.
There we go.
Hey now. He's doing that TikTok type stuff. I love it.
That's what you do. That is what shorts is for.
Fantastic, Juan. Great job.
So I see a good symbiosis here. You probably maybe have footage of the actual build itself, which you could turn into all kinds of content. And then you have the shorts where it's the before and after. And both of those things could live on the same channel, but bring in maybe even 2 different audiences. And there's nothing wrong with that. What do we say to a channel like this that's just starting out? Like, go for it.
Keep experimenting. Keep posting shorts, I would say, at this point. If you are going to do any long form videos, I would make them no more than 2 minutes and try and keep the same vibe as the shorts for now. For now, you've already established yourself with short form content.
Yeah, I think that maybe the struggle here might be like, how many are they? Maybe they're a contractor and they do stuff like this all the time, so they just have endless amounts of content.
Yeah.
But yeah, how's that going? Because I think with shorts, especially, like velocity really helps. If you can really make a lot of content, that you're going to grow so much faster. So do you have enough material to, kick this channel off with like a short a day?
Also experimenting with talking to camera as well. I wonder if that's a custom thumbnail, Dan, or one where, as you've said before, if you have some text in your thumbnail, in your video, YouTube will gravitate towards that as your default thumbnail, which can be really helpful.
Yeah, it can be. As I said that before, it only matters in this scenario right here, right, where your short is in front of people and they haven't clicked on it yet. If they found it scrolling through, they'll never know what that thumbnail was. So
that is a custom thumbnail, because if we go to the short shelf, these are the random thumbnails. Excuse me, that being picked.
I see them teasing full DIY video coming. So yeah, they got that plan all kind of laid out. Now it's just a matter of like consistently making some content, and they only just started, so I'm not worried about that at all.
All right, it is time to be mean. I'm turning on subscriber mode, which means that in order to comment,
bye everybody,
on this live stream, you can still watch. You don't have to subscribe to watch, but if you want to comment, you do need to be subscribed, and it will take a minute before you can actually post a comment, and you'll find out very, very soon why we are doing that. So I'll just let you all subscribe if you still want to comment. In the meantime, we'll go back to the claw and we'll pick another gaming channel. And this is channel 183. Okay, Diego El Fuego. I'm pronouncing that channel name as. Okay, let's see what we're tackling here. Think less, Fortnite vibe.
Wait, what?
In terms of the thumbnails, I get the Fortnite vibe by just immediately from this signpost style, red and white.
Yeah, interesting.
But there's some Valorant here as well. Yeah, Valorant skins. 5,000 views, but that's a little older, that video.
Yeah. So this is a really competitive space on YouTube, as you know. If you're playing Fortnite, if you're playing Valorant, you're playing these types of games, it's, you've got a lot of creators to compete with, and that's okay. We're seeing Minecraft channels start from 0 and get tens of thousands of subscribers even today. So that's not impossible. The difference is those channels are uploading a lot more than this channel. I think maybe they took a long break and now they're making a video every week, it looks like, maybe, which is a good start. Let's see. So that's going to be my first bit of advice. Is I think uploading a little bit more. If you can upload twice a week, that'd be, you know, double the output, which would be a big improvement.
Well, maybe if the creator's saying, well, I don't have that time, perhaps they half the length of the video.
Yeah,
so
because they're kind of long.
To do 4 or 5 minutes, 4 or 5 minute videos, to do 2 videos a week. Now it may be that other people in your space, you know, you've decided on this 10-minute format roughly because that's what other creators do, which isn't a bad starting point. But the counter argument here is that we're still looking at this concept of more shots of a target, developing the quality of your content through a bit more quantity. And I guess that's one way you can do it, by tweaking the video lengths a little bit.
The next thing I'll say is looking at titles like Tilted Towers is finally back, for example. What about it? Like, do you like it? Is it bad? Do people generally like it? Because I think adding something emotional there would have pulled a lot more people into that video. You look happy, but it's not. I'm not getting an urge to click on this video.
This is one of these examples where the thumbnail and the title tells you the what, but it doesn't tell you why you should care.
Exactly. So there is that element missing in a lot of these. So, like, you played Fortnite with a famous producer, and that's really cool for you, but anyone who doesn't know who that is probably won't click on it. And also, what happened in the video? Like, that producer's a person playing Fortnite, as far as the audience is concerned, if they never heard of them before. So was there something as a result of playing with this producer that was like mind-blowing that happened that you could have better, you know, shifted the attention to at the title and the thumbnail?
I will give credit to the creator in terms of just their general foundations for a channel. They've done, what, 20, 25 videos. The thumbnails, I think, are already of a decent standard in terms of how they're positioning themselves in the thumbnail, the space that's used, the arrows are symbols, the text is very readable. And, you know, we're approaching 250 subscribers. But I think those 250 subscribers were probably from your previous exploits on Valorant, perhaps. And now that doesn't seem to be the game that you're playing. So that's the change in audience that you need to contend with going forward. Yeah,
very true. Very true. Every time you switch games, you'll have to deal with that attrition.
Right. The reason I told you all to subscribe is because we kind of do this giveaway now where we give away a channel audit via the medium of a hashtag.
What are we giving away?
We're giving away a channel audit, or possibly 1, or possibly 3, or possibly however many more we can fit in the half an hour that we've got left. I just need to know from either Travis or Dan what the wording should be this week.
What the wording should be. You know what I saw earlier in the chat, which I didn't understand, but I guess we can do it just because it's kind of a callback. I saw potato.
You got to spell it right.
Spell it wrong. Make them earn it.
You want to put an E at the end?
Spell it like super wrong and make them earn it.
You should.
Now, you see, it's really easy for me because I could just copy and paste it.
Yeah,
you can't copy and paste what's on the video unless.
So here's the thing:
you take a picture of it, you let Google scan it, it pulls out the image.
So this is a lesson in channel names. If you put a bunch of Z's and stuff and you make up nonsense words, it's suddenly really hard to type them into the search bar. Yeah. So the other thing is you only need to type it once. I see people spamming it. It literally doesn't track your entries more than one time.
And there's a channel. Let's do the channel. There's a couple of channels. What is going on? Let's
is that specifically with how many Z's I put in? Z's. I put in 3.
3.
We should audit all gracious me.
Let's audit these 3 channels real quick. It's a shorts channel.
Shorts channel. All right. Yeah, good. Next more shorts.
Yeah. Okay, I got some TikToks. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Do more longs. And this was a year ago, so upload more videos. Okay, so that's that one.
Yeah, good. All right.
About this one.
Auditing channels that are not even in
one day ago. Hey, mobile PUBG.
Yeah, they've just started as well. Welcome to YouTube. Yeah.
Congratulations.
More custom thumbnails, I think. That's what they need to work on. And finally,
they're missing a Z.
They're missing a Z.
We can't do this one. They only got 2 Z's. Sorry.
All right. Yeah. All right. Done. How many entrants have we got now? People know what they're doing here. Wow. I'll wait until it ticks over to 200. I guess just while we're doing that. So square glasses.
Or
now I
less
can't see
square
anything.
glasses.
That really makes my eyes go funny now when I do that. Not quite a square, kind of rounded. Yeah, the voting poll currently is people prefer the square glasses, 60% to 40%. I'm curious how many people actually bother to vote. 400 votes. Because I need to screenshot that as well. Bear with me, folks. I just need to screenshot that. Be very indulgent in this live stream.
It's funny when people get it wrong. I'm watching some of them come in and they're not.
Yeah.
They'll miss a Z.
And people putting in hash browns and fries and like all this crazy stuff. All right, we got 200 entrants. Now this is where I wanted to use my sound effects. You know, the reason why my microphone wasn't working beforehand. Yeah. So let's draw one and see who we get. It'd be so funny if we drew potatoes.
I would be. I'm leaving.
I'd quit the live stream. Yeah, we just
I
need
would
Dan
too.
to run it by himself.
Lewis Giles.
Lewis Giles. All right, let's see what Lewis has to offer us. That is him or her, and we have 18 subscribers. And you got to make some content.
Are they live? No, 10 months ago. No, 10 months ago. That can't be right. Is this the right person? Are we sure about this?
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah.
This is a very easy answer.
Yeah.
Just make videos. And why?
You got to make videos.
Did they really do a live stream for 16 seconds?
No, well, it wasn't. It didn't say it was streamed.
Yeah, but it says live in the top right corner, and a lot of people will do that when they're doing a live stream.
Oh, it might be their live stream.
Oh, live stream thing that they just like, listen, I wanted to do this live stream. I can't. They made 3 intros, and then they were like, I'm done. I'm retiring. But I'm going to go to the vidIQ channel, and I'm going to sit there and watch an audit, and then I'm going to put in potato Z, and I'm going to make it one day.
Commit to making 25 videos over the next 3 to 6 months on a topic that you're passionate about, whatever it is. If it's shorts, then aim for 50 to 100 videos. Because right now, even if you're just doing intros for other creators, and like you might be selling this stuff on Fiverr, then make 50 of those over the next 3 to 6 months. But that's it, really. I don't think we can say any more. Let's draw again. Did you see that?
What happened? No.
There was a potato channel.
No way.
Yeah, I swear. All right. Chris Travels Florida. Firstly, you are a star on our videos when you post comments in the first couple of hours. And I always try to remember to see them and reply to you. So it is fantastic when our more vocal, committed creators have a chance to get an audit. And your channel that's approaching 3,000 subscribers is about exploring Florida, which seems pretty awesome to me. I guess my question here is, this could be your unique value proposition. It might be outside of Disney, you know, or something to tie it into. I travel around Florida, but I don't do anything as regards to Disney. And that might just set you apart a little bit in terms of
Epcot and stuff.
Sorry?
They have Epcot and Hollywood Studios and things like that.
Then in that case, I was wrong.
Yeah. Are they doing any drone stuff? Because to me, that's almost like necessary at this point for like travel stuff. I've noticed, and I don't think that's anymore.
I don't think you can bring drones into the theme park.
No, not in the theme park. I just mean in general. Damn, what's wrong with you?
I wish you could. Okay, so for channels like this, it looks like they have a lot of really like evergreen videos, right? Like things you should do at Epcot, Food and Wine Festival, things like that. What I've seen work really well in that space, along with those evergreen videos, is making things that are very specific, like Epcot Food and Wine, but you like review a specific food from a specific stand in the park, and give your take on it. Like you did a lot of zoomed out content. Now experiment with some really like hyper focused content.
You see, I was right in the sense that this channel's most successful content has nothing to do with the most popular attractions, those being Disney World and Universal Studios. I'm just wondering if you could almost be the anti-Florida travel guide or the anti-Disney travel guide, if you get what I mean, if you really wanted to position yourself in that way. Yeah, there's nothing here. The first like Disney stuff I'm seeing is quite low down the list, but that would be quite a risk and a challenge if you want to
a lot of these channels cover all the Florida parks, like SeaWorld's in there, Busch
Yeah,
Gardens. Like,
yeah.
they cover them all, and you can do that. I think it keeps you within the same niche because a lot of people plan their trips to Florida and they go see all this stuff. They don't just only do Disney or only do Orlando Studios or you know what I mean, Universal Studios. So what I was saying was that they really cover this from a very zoomed out perspective, but there's not a lot of stuff like that's hyper focused. Now, when you scroll down a little bit, there is a couple things. So much Christmas happening. Okay, Gaylord Palms. So those have thousands of views. They're themed around the holiday, of course. Is anyone else seeing anything? Or
I'm just stuck on the idea of there's this channel called, because my wife watches this channel a lot, Disney in Detail. So this person just exclusively goes to they're actually from the UK, and they go to the Disney parks all of the time. So it's just exclusively Disney stuff. And then when you see like how niche it is, like they're really centered on that area. I'm just wondering if like there's an opportunity there for the non-Disney in Detail, so to speak, Disney blurred or the anti-Disney creator or something.
It'd be easy enough for them to just do one park for a while. That's not a Disney park.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's value in doing things that are not Disney, but Disney is the thing about doing Disney content is that there's so much viewership there that you want to bring them back over. So I know that some creators are like, but everyone does that. And that's true. But the reality is that's where the viewership is. If you want to bring them to your other stuff, it's just a quick way to do it.
The production quality seems very high just from some of the thumbnails and like the angles that you have. And just, that looks like a really nice shot of some food. I assume it's your own content, which is brilliant to see. I guess the other angle for this is, do you have affiliate links set up for travel and for people booking into these things? And that's probably a good way of earning some extra income. I'll just click on one of these and see. Let's pick on a semi-popular one. Let's pick on that one that's about SeaWorld and has 4,000 views. And I'm just wondering what's in their description.
Oh, yeah.
So they do have some Amazon affiliate links, but I'm wondering if there's now an opportunity to connect up with a travel tour operator or something to increase. Because I'm sure you'll be able to put together a media kit and say that I'm getting thousands of views on I'm going back to this point again, non-Disney attractions.
There's another thought too, is that the easy thing is to figure out like hotels and stuff around the area and do like hotel reviews. And as you gain the popularity of doing that, then you can go to those hotels and probably get free stuff to be able to go, hey, listen, I'd like to review your place as, a place to stay when people come to Disney. And you never know where it can go from there. Like it could be pretty interesting.
Just general conversation on the thumbnails. What do you think to them?
Colorful.
Yeah.
Most of them, yeah.
Not much text being used, which is good to see. Focusing on the hero of the image most of the time.
I think they work for this niche. I've seen a lot of channels like this, and a lot of these are very similar, where it's just kind of a picture of like an attraction or something like that, and that tends to work just fine.
These are good ones. The listicles, 5 free things to do in. How do you pronounce it? I say Kissimmee. When I was like 10 years old, I used to say Kissimmee.
Kissimmee, yeah. That's what it is. Yeah. Kissimmee. What Mario says.
All right. Well, Carissa, I hope you found all of that conversation useful, and we'll move on to the next channel from this list, and then maybe we'll go back to the claw and pick a couple more. Next one is Ran on Squirrel Power. All right.
That's awesome.
We like the channel then. And in truth, even when the Wii first came out, it was so underpowered that it did run on Squirrel Power.
Certainly.
So 7 subscribers. So they're a new channel. Wow. 3 days old. Wow. YouTube. So, compared to that channel that made 3 videos 10 months ago, this channel's already superseded that in 3 days.
And has 2 videos with one with over 1,000, one with almost 1,000. Oh, actually, sorry, 2 with over 1,000, one with almost another 1,000.
Nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
Nice.
So the big thing I'm seeing here, and yes, there are some shorts that have taken off. The big thing I'm seeing here is they're playing Mario Kart on the Wii and or the 3DS. So they're playing very old Mario Kart games.
Yeah.
Mario Kart 8 is the current Mario Kart, and I see one video where it's referenced. If I switch between Mario Kart 8, I guess, and Mario Kart Wii. So whatever plan you have, you just started this channel. So whatever plan you have, see it through. Like make the videos you had planned to make. But if they're not working out, I think the Wii would be holding you back, because that's 2 generations old now in Nintendo land. I mean, you got the Switch, then you got the Wii U. You're way back in Nintendo Wii days. So I think what you're doing is kind of interesting, especially if you're going to compare the Wii version to Mario Kart 8. Stuff like that might work, but it's going to be tough because no one's really looking for Mario Kart 8 content, I have to imagine, by now, especially when it's a franchise that is regularly updated for the newer generations.
I wonder, because I think each of the shorts with Mario Kart Wii in a title, those are the ones that have taken off a little bit. And like 1,000. Some not so much.
Yeah. I feel like it works for shorts.
Hmm.
I mean, if something extreme happens in Mario Kart, it almost doesn't matter what version it was. If that's like a fun watchable video while you're just scrolling through shorts, people will stick around, they'll watch it, they watch the whole thing. YouTube's like, hey, people like this, and they keep sharing it. But as a search term, like for long form content, I just don't think people are looking for Mario Kart Wii videos in the grand scheme of things.
But that is ran on Squirrel Power, and I'll be intrigued to see where this channel is in 3 months when I've had a bit more time to explore their topic on YouTube. Shall we go for the claw or the giveaway tool? Which I'll let you decide, Travis. Which would you like to
do the giveaway tool one more time, just because that's
right.
these people are here. It's
right. Yeah, that's true. That is true. And since they may have had to have subscribed to enter this draw, the Gypsy Heart Tarot.
Like tarot cards.
Tarot, yeah.
Yep. Let's check out. Oh, hang on. I used the wrong search bar then. I used Google search rather than YouTube search. That is the right channel, isn't it? Yeah. Approaching 200 subscribers. So, right, I'm going to close my eyes, and just the immediate thing I think of when I think of this type of channel is, are they doing daily readings? This is probably more appropriate for horoscopes, which are kind of in that vibe. So I'm going to open my eyes now. And are they doing daily videos? No, they haven't done anything for a month. But they were doing
maybe 2
daily readings.
It might be almost 2 months, because they're all Yule-mists and things like that.
Yeah.
Get back on it. These are all live streams too, it looks like.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to skip past these because you can't really replicate Vlogmas or the type of Vlogmas content. Okay.
I think they only do streams.
Yep.
Which I mean, this is a slam dunk. All you need to be doing is, while you're streaming, you set up a system that lets you capture clips of that stream. And so as you're streaming, when you finish a reading, you hit the button so it captures the last like 3 minutes, right?
Yeah.
You turn those into short videos. This is the kind of channel where you want to create a content ecosystem if you're going to run it off streams. Let's see. And then this is the other thing I was hoping we would do. Yeah. So looking at the thumbnails for tarot card readings, look how nice and clean these are.
Yeah.
They're very simple. The cards are on the table. You got a little bit of text, or you have the person holding the cards in a lot of these.
I'm interested in this channel here. I'm wondering if they are doing daily readings.
37 minutes ago. Look at how many videos they put out 37 minutes ago.
Oh, they need to stop doing that.
Yeah, they should not put out that many on top of each other. But is it working? Like, are other times, do they always do that? That might be something they don't always do.
Yeah, I think they've done it there as well.
Huh.
So yeah,
you can upload multiple times a day. You just got to space it out.
Yeah.
In any case, it looks like you've been taking a break, which is cool. When you come back to this, I would start, do your live stream thing, do what you normally do, and find a way to capture small clips, because that's going to grow your channel. Like more searchable little clips of like certain card readings for certain signs and things like that.
Yeah.
you make all of those into little clips, and then maybe at the end a subscribe call to action. I like to pin a comment and say, hey, this happened during a live stream, so don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the future live streams, things like that.
You should have a feature to just download the live stream directly, and then you can clip it as you need to create quick clips if you wanted to do that.
Correct.
And then the thumbnails, just, I mean, for them, they're very, very busy. I wouldn't immediately know these were tarot card readings.
Each one is packed with information.
Yeah.
It's too much.
I mean, them, okay, a little bit more on them. Because again, just to a complete layman, someone who knows what tarot reading is, but doesn't follow it on a regular basis, I would look at, I would just, I'm thinking less. Oh, this video is about lunchtime snacks, maybe.
Yeah. It does. It looks like a video about food, but the simple answer to that would have been a plate of food and then the cards spread out underneath the food, and that's the whole thumbnail. You take a nice big picture of that.
You know what I mean? A slab of butter next to the card death, or something like that. All right. So where are we? What's going on in the world? What time is it?
It's this time.
All right, let's see what we got here going on. It's terrible. What a waste of technology. I don't know why people do this to themselves. Absolutely trash. And I've returned. Hey, Rob, I just thought of something.
Yeah?
I just thought of something. I know you like wrestling. You remember wrestling from the 80s and 90s.
Oh, yes, I do.
Do you remember Hacksaw Jim Duggan? He used to go, oh! Just like that. He would do that. That's what I'm doing. It's the savage judge. The way I say hello, everybody. Hey, everybody. I've been gone for a little bit, but that's all right.
You've just reminded me of something. I gotta see if I can find this. Oh, it was from I shared it with somebody else. And I may be able to retrieve this. Just one.
That?
Hang on. Let me see if I can get it. Yeah, I think I've got it. I got it
in the private chat too, I think.
Yes, right. So just 1 second. So this was from a couple of weeks ago. If people remember, how do I share my screen again? There we go. Right. Hang on. I'll need to stop sharing because I need to share my sound. Right. Just bear with me 1 second. All right. Okay. Are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready. I would like to get a Subway sandwich. You're like, what would you like on it? Like, I like tuna. That'll be $3.95. Wait, he's brilliant. The guy, Jonk, is he's a genius. He's a genius that should not be let out in society, but we like him anyway.
Okay, I need to press some buttons because what we need to do now is we've got a new giveaway going on. See, some people had already predicted that we're going to use the hashtag Savage to draw a Savage audit. Savage, can you just remind me what type of audit you're about to
listen? I'm gonna be real with you. These other people talking all this stuff about how you can be things and be a star and stuff. I'm gonna be real with you. You're probably not getting out of your parents' basement, but I'm still gonna tell you about your YouTube channel. I'm gonna look at it for a minute. Now, trust me, normally this would cost you $800 to $900 for me to look at your YouTube channel.
Whoa, that's terrible price.
But today, because I like vidIQ so much, it's free. All you gotta do is put the hashtag Savage in the live stream. And you never know, you might win a chance of me to look at your channel and tell you how trash it is. Let's find out.
Isn't it incredible how, like, for hashtag potatoes, it took about 2 minutes to get to 200 entrants? We've done that in about 45 seconds.
That's right.
With this hashtag. Let's draw somebody.
Imagine if I did an NFT.
I'll not imagine it.
Savage NFT. Oh, good Lord.
I like that Jonathan, whatever that was. Rosario, Ritz Hero. First of all, redo your name.
Z's are all the reg.
That's the thing. The Z is the new A. Okay, what's going on here? These are all shorts, and then what's this over here? The secret dialogue. Oh, it's Fortnite. Found a Fortnite. Oh my God. 2015 called. They want their game back. What's this? Roxy being, I don't know who Roxy is. and then theme, and then what? Oh, are these all Fortnite? And they just look spectacular sometimes, and other times they look like Fortnite. Is that what's going on here?
Mm-hmm.
So they clickbaiting the hell out of y'all, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of ages above 18, because I ain't trying to get sued for nothing. This is the highest quality garbage I've seen in a long time. It's because remember, so Fortnite back in the day used to be a game that people used to play. I'm gonna tell you something. Ninja made a gang of money. Then he went somewhere else, and that place doesn't exist anymore. So then he put his tail between his legs, came back to Twitch. Now no one watches him anymore because it's Fortnite and no one cares. So anyway, your suggestion is just stop playing Fortnite, play something else, man. I hear Destiny's gonna be on PlayStation more often now because he just got so go ahead and play that. All right, what's next? Let's do another.
All right, let's draw another one.
By the way, Microsoft did try to buy out Savage Industries just the other week, and I had to reject their offer.
Yeah,
$37 billion is not enough for me. I'm sorry. DC Empire in the house. Good to see DC Empire. Looks like there's two. They got Empire of two. Go ahead and get it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get it.
That's another channel with a sizable audience. 37,000 subscribers.
37,000. Oh my goodness. How many people watching this? Is there some shenanigans going on here? Let's see. Calling boyfriend, baby, daddy to see this. Oh my God. I like drama. I mean, listen, I might watch this right here because it looks like some of that it looks like it's on a level higher than the 90 Day Fiance. You ever watch 90 Day Fiance or Married at First Sight? Oh my God, some good television. I love trash television. And this looks like right up my alley because I love some good trash. What else is on here? Let's see. This dude just chatting, eating the seafood mukbang. Here's the thing about mukbang. Mukbang is interesting because someone came along and said, look, I'm hungry, but I got to shoot this YouTube video. Let me combine the two and see what happens. So some dude who was out there not paying too much attention started eating some food, recording himself, put it up on the internet, and some weirdo looked at it and said, oh my God, I like this. And then some other weirdo came on and said, I like this too. And then a third weirdo, the weirdest one of them all, said, can you do me a favor and eat into the microphone and go? And then it just got crazy. Then YouTube blew up. So DC Empire, which I thought was going to be about the comics, you might need to go ahead and get your Batman on and then put your helmet on, because I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, what in the six sides of Mary is going on here? Now listen, if she smacks you up, I'm gonna watch it. I like that. I like that when that happens. Think, I caught you. Remember that Beyblade from a couple weeks ago?
Don't do that.
With the blade? Okay, let's go next. What's one more?
Yeah,
we get a little bit of time.
Don't do that.
I like it, Jerry Springer style. Jerry. I like that stuff. All right. We got one more for the week.
You get us in so much trouble, Savage.
That's all right. More views. Rob with Scooby and Scooby.
All
Well,
right, cool.
Never forget who Scooby is. Oh, look, DC said in the chat she do. All right now. I got you, DC. I got you, Playboy. Run. That's all I can tell you. That's about the only thing that's going to work. Okay, let's see. This military dude right here, he's looking real militarian. He looks real mad about something. The funny thing is, like, I thought Scooby, I was going to see a little dog. I thought it would be cute. This guy looks like on the Channel 7 News. Who's at a protest about something, and they interviewing him. He looks like one of them dudes, doesn't he? Look like one of them dudes that like, can you tell us what's going on here? Well, look, I'm gonna tell you something. I got out of my car, and these people were rioting around me, and I don't like this. Get off my lawn. He looks like one of them guys. I like them guys. They're kind of fun. All right, he got Legos? Does this dude got Legos? Is that what's going on? Oh my God. Kidnap somebody. Look, somebody call the police on this guy. He kidnapped some kid with some Legos or something. Not some stuff. And then what do you got? What's this red thing right here? It's like the Hall of Justice, except for weirdos. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about this, but this looks like one of them channels you want to stay away from, because if he figures out who you are, it's going to be a painful weekend. Let me tell you that right now. It's been good coming back. I mean, it's been a minute. I've been gone for a little while there, Rob.
It's a pleasure to have you on, as always.
Yeah, it is your pleasure. I do know about that. That's great.
Kind of way. But you pay for the time, so we like to audit channels, Savage.
God, I love it. I'm so glad to be back. I hope everyone in the chat is happy to see me as well. I love all y'all. As long as you keep paying, I love you very much until your credit card gets bounced. Then we got to have a conversation.
Are we done for the day? Is that
We're done. I got Subway waiting for me. We talking about? Oh!
I knew you were gonna do that.
Okay, I do. It's literally I got Subway in the other room. I'm not even lying about that. I literally have a tuna sandwich with that video. That's kind of crazy.
You can enjoy your tuna sandwich, Savage.
Yeah.
Is it time to say goodbye to some people? All I'm seeing in the chat is just hashtag Savage. And
yeah, because that's the way it works.
We've been having for the last.
I'm a phenom.
few minutes there. Chat rate, yeah, the chat rate spiked for Savage. All right, so thank you so much from Raul Reynolds Art. Yes, thank you for JJ for coming on earlier on. We do appreciate her advice as always. There's a link in the description if you want to check out her channel. The Dave Cave, so long to you. ScuzzTube, it's over, but Savage, if you want to say something to ScuzzTube, you can do.
All right, ScuzzTube, just a little scuzzy. Who else we got in here? Council of the Rings and Trip to Adventure. I wonder where Adventure is. What do you think Adventure is? I like Dave. That's a cool name, Dave King. I like that. Jonk, my boy Jonk. I'll personally go to 297 UK. I appreciate that. By the time it gets here, it's gonna be nice and raunchy, but you know that's how I like them. Epic Instrument Music. All right, good to see you. Good to see you. Let's do a couple more right quick. I like to do these. I like this little shout out. Tech Mug. That's right. The technical mug. You put your coffee in and it stays warm. I've seen those. And of course, last but not least, Okapi Clan. The Okapi Clan, kind of like Wu-Tang, but on sale.
Now, I saw somebody who said, see you next Tuesday. But that's not true. That's not accurate because Dan, pretty much as soon as this live stream ends, you will be publishing our next live stream tomorrow. And it's going to be a doozy, isn't it?
Yeah, we got a whole bunch of creators who you may or may not have seen on our channel before. We're going to be talking about some of those YouTube priorities that YouTube themselves have recently told us about. We're just going to have a roundtable discussion about how changes coming to YouTube this year impact you as creators. So definitely check that out tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern is when we go live.
Awesome stuff. Thank you for joining us, as always, for video 1000 on the channel, episode 14 and a half of live streams, or season 5, episode 5 of the Tuesday Channel Audit live stream.
You know what? I'm gonna do something nice for you. 1,000 video. I forgot about that. I need to put that in there. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna sing us out, Rob. Sing us out. I only got like a first verse though. Ready?
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, sorry. I didn't want to see it.
Because really, in a lot of ways, this is what vidIQ did. All right, here we go. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every savage way. But what's more than this? What's more than this? Rob did it the savage way. Thank you very much. We'll see you real soon. Appreciate you. Bye.
All right, Travis, where did you get the shirt from?
It was, I don't know. It was a Christmas present. One of my best friends got for me. I have no idea.
We're still live. What?
What?
I'm asking Travis because
I don't know.
Yeah, so we don't know.
I don't know. A friend got it for me.